y'all, it's Hope at Crafty Hope, and welcome to my ICAD number 55. Today's prompts were tendril and neon. I just showed y'all some tendrils of vine from out in my yard. I went back and forth about what I wanted to do with tendril, if I wanted to just draw something or whatever. But then I realized that I had all these vines I had seen out there that had um, dried a little bit. So that's what I decided to go with. So if you don't know what ICAD is, it means Index Card a Day. It was started by Tammy Garcia of Daisy Yellow. It runs each June and July. And she offers daily prompts and weekly themes, and those are optional. You can use those or not use those. The object is to just take an index card and make something. So I did all 61 days, and like I said, this is day 55, so there's only, 6 more left, and I will have all 6 of them. I have a playlist of all the ones I've shown here on YouTube for you to watch, so I will try to remember to link that. I keep forgetting to put that playlist link, but I will try to do it here. In addition to Tammy's prompts, there are also prompts from Nina Fickett for the Mixed Media ICAD, and those are the 2 prompts I'm using. So I showed you the tendril, and then Nina's prompt was neon. So I'm going to work both of those in here. First, I used my Uhu glue stick and some miscellaneous papers and covered my whole card. So once I did that, you see I pulled out some black India ink, and I am going to use one of those dried up tendrils from my yard as a mark making tool. So I'm just, you see, getting some really organic movements and marks on my card. And when I looked at this later, I couldn't remember how I had made these marks. I was like, oh, well, that's weird and random. And yeah, that's how I decided I wanted to work tendril in here. But I'm going to get that tendril in there even more. So this was just a start. And I was trying to get all that ink off of there. And I really loved how organic and neat that was. I don't know if I'll do it again, but it was a great little prompt. Now for neon, I knew I had these neon colored watercolors in my kit. This is a Hobby Lobby watercolor kit. And so I decided to just use those watercolors. So I've got, I think that's the pink one. I don't know. I get the pink one and the red one, I think, mixed up because I don't know. The red one looks pink anyway. So I'm going to put a couple little colors down, and then I'm just gonna, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, my words. Splatter. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to splatter some of that neon watercolor on this card. So I think this is the green, maybe, or the blue. I didn't like that. So here's where, I'm covering my surface. I'm definitely going to splatter something. So I'm going to splatter this and then move on. I'll probably dry it and move on. Now, I have to tell you, I really love how this card came together. It's quirky and unusual, and I love it. And so I hope you do too. If you do, make sure you give me that thumbs up, and please subscribe. I am working my way quickly toward 2,000 subscribers, and when I get there, I'm going to have a giveaway. I'm still working out what it is I'm going to give away. Right now, I'm leaning toward a hand carved rubber stamp it'll be a hand carved stamp. I make them out of erasers, and possibly an ICAD and maybe some ephemera. But if you have a suggestion of something else you'd like to win from me in this giveaway, let me know. I've asked in a couple other videos, but I'm still working on it. Now I went ahead and inked up the edges of that card just to frame it up with a Faber-Castell Pitt pen, just to kind of frame it up. And then I pulled out this pack of Tim Holtz little images. I think this is the Field Notes that has these mushrooms in it, and I bought this pack just to get the mushrooms. So yeah, I really love the little mushrooms in this pack. So I'm just using my Uhu glue stick to stick down this little cute mushroom image. And I don't know why I pulled it up and stuck it back down. I'm guessing maybe it wasn't sticking. I don't know. I probably could have used something a little bit thicker than the glue stick to stick it down, since they're a little hefty. Not too bad. And then I'm going to, of course, go around it with my Stabilo All pencil two, and yeah, because I was rushing, I got it right on there. So I'm just trying to wipe it up a little bit. It's not too bad. I'm looking at that now, and it just looks like part of the shadow on the mushroom, so it's okay. But I'm gonna go around this and then use a wet paintbrush to activate it and give that mushroom a little more 3D feeling with a shadow behind it. So it really becomes the focal of the card. So, yeah. The card, like I said, it really surprised me and how it comes together. I'm super happy with it. And then another Tim Holtz product I pull out are these chip quotes, I think is what they are. And I think there's a couple different sets of them maybe now. I'm not sure. But anyway, I pulled that out. And since this isn't going in a book, I kept it thick. I didn't pull the back off to thin it out. Apparently, I played with some other things to see if it would work. But I found this one that said stay curious. And because it is nice and chunky and heavy, I am going to use my matte gel medium and a palette knife to stick that down onto my card. Oh, and of course, because I'm trying to be so careful with it, I'm gonna fling it everywhere. That's me. Instead of stay curious, it should say stay clumsy because that's what I do. Drop things and fling them across the room, and yeah. All right. So I still have that tendril, and I decided I really wanted to work that somehow into the card, onto the card, and so I'm trimming it down to about the size of the card and trying to decide if I can put it right there on the card. And I'm pulling out some embroidery floss. I think that's probably the additional that I pulled apart from the other one. So I put a knot on the end and threaded that needle, and I am y'all can see what I'm doing. I am sewing, I guess, to an extent with a whip stitch of some kind that tendril onto this card. So I'm just going through the card and up over the tendril and just attaching it. Now I will tell you it's not super secure. If I wanted to twist it off, I think I probably could, and it flops a little bit. But when it's laying down flat, like you'll see in the pictures at the end, it is super, super cool. And once I get that on, I think I'm pretty much done. I'm going to tie this real quick. I can't think that there's anything else I'm going to do to this card. So I do hope that you enjoyed this. Like I said, make sure to subscribe so you can see what else I've got going on, and keep on crafting on. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.